Okay? Part 2 tayo ng design of lectural members. So, design of non-compact beams tayo. Okay? Before we proceed dun sa pinaka-topic talaga natin, okay? Siguro mas maganda quick recap lang tayo, no? Quick recap lang tayo ng mga formulas na na-discuss natin on first chapter. Okay? Halimbawa, na kumbaga sa first part ng ating design of lectural members, na-discuss natin na yung section mo pwedeng maging ano, no? Tatlo yung classification, compact, non-compact, and um, slender. Okay? Now, kung compact yung section mo, okay, as we have discussed, kapag compact yung section mo, meron kang dalawang possible mode of failure, 'di ba? Nabanggit natin na una, dapat i-check mo yung yielding, okay, or limit state, yung ibang terminology diyan. And pangalawa, no, na possible mode of failure yung lateral torsional buckling, no, or LTB na lang, okay? Now, sa lateral torsional buckling, okay, malalaman natin kung critical tayo sa limit state na 'to. No, based dun sa ano, sa chart na pinakita natin sa inyo, yung may parang straight horizontal line tapos inclined tapos biglang nag-curve. O yung parang yun yung guide natin, 'di ba? Tapos meron siyang counterpart dito, 'di ba, yung mga lengths natin. Okay, halimbawa, on this one, ito yung parang pinaka unbraced length na axis natin. Ito yung L sub B, no? Tapos ito naman is the L sub R. Okay? As a rule of thumb, 'di ba? Kapag ka yung L sub B mo is less than L sub R, okay? Meaning andito yung ano mo. Okay? So let me correct, no? This should be L sub P. Okay, not L sub B. Okay? If L sub B mo is less than L sub P, it means na wala kang ano, lateral torsional buckling, 'di ba? No LTB. Okay? And usually ang interpretation doon is you would fall under case 1. Okay? Wherein sa case 1 sinabi natin na yung nominal moment mo is simply the maximum possible moment m sub p, no, which is equal to z sub x f sub y. Okay? Now, if by any chance, no, ang nangyari is yung unbraced length mo LB is greater than, no, greater than the limiting length L sub p, ibig sabihin nun ano ka, no, with ano ka, with LTB, no, LTB. And ano, ang next step mo ngayon, and ang interpretation dito is ano, either um, case 2, no, or case 3. Okay? So para malaman mo kung case 2 or 3, kasi pwede mag-fall dito sa sa ano sa straight line na to and sa curve na to, you need to check yung LR. Okay? Yung limiting length LR. Okay? Now, assuming na na-check mo na yung LR, kapag daw yung value, no, ng L sub P is less than L sub B, oh sorry, no, less than L sub B is less than L sub R, or kumbaga andito ka, no, sa boundary ng dalawang limiting lengths. Ibig sabihin nun, you are case 2. Di ba? Yun yung interpretation natin. You are case 2. Meaning, meron kang lateral torsional buckling, pero ano, inelastic LTB. No? Inelastic LTB. So, yung formula dyan, as we have discussed, would be ano, the nominal moment is as simple as the gradient moment factor, C sub B, no, times open and close parentheses, plastic moment, no, minus plastic moment minus yung yield moment natin with residual stress, no, F sub y S sub x, okay, times yung pinaka ratio ng ating mga limiting lengths. Okay, so familiar na kayo dito, that would be ano, um, L sub p, no, minus L sub p, L sub r minus L sub p. Okay, so this should be ano daw, less than or equal the plastic moment. Okay, now the other scenario, yung unbraced length mo, andito ka na, greater than LR ka na. Okay? So sa case na yun, na kung saan L sub B is greater than L sub R, meron kang LTB. Pero sa case na to, elastic LTB yung term natin, no? And that would fall into ano na, no? Case 3. Okay? Case 3. Wherein the nominal moment formula would now be ano, equal to SX, no? FY. Okay? So ito na yung ano natin. Tama ba? Or F sub CR, no? Sorry. Okay, F sub CR. Tama? Okay? And may condition pa pala to, no? This should be less than or equal plastic moment. Okay? So ito yung na-discuss natin on the first part ng ating discussion for compact section, no? Specifically, double shape, double symmetric section yung na-discuss natin. Now, may mga students kasi on the last semester na nagtatanong, paano po kung non-compact, no? So, minarapat natin i-discuss ngayon, no? Include natin yung non-compact. As I mentioned, madali lang siya, no? Babasahin mo lang yung code, okay? And masasagutan mo na siya kaagad. Pero just for the sake of demonstration, I would we would have another set of problem for non-compact section, okay? So dito, you can see on code provision ng NSCP, yung compact section was presented on section 506.2. Okay? Now, yung kasunod nun, 506.3, we'll discuss yung non-compact. No? To be specific, okay? Ang sabi ni Code dyan, no, doubly symmetric I-shaped members with compact webs, no? And non-compact or slender flanges, okay? Bent about their major axis. And ang sabi ni Code, yung nominal, no? Collectional strength mo daw, M sub n, is simply the lower value ng limit state na to. Okay? So dito pinapakita na meron kang dalawang possible na mode of failure, no? Malinaw to. Kasi kapag sinabing yan non-compact, hindi mo ma-achieve yung MP. Kaya ang mapansin mo dito or yung yielding, no? Kaya mapansin mo dito ang mode of failure mo, lateral torsional buckling or LTB, and yung no, yung isang mode of failure na hindi natin sinolve sa sa compact section, yung tinatawag nating local buckling. Okay? To be specific, compression at flange, no, which contribute to local buckling. Okay? Sige, isa-isahin muna natin. Ano yung sinasabi ni Code in terms of LTV under non-compact section? Ito yung sabi niya, no? For LTV, the provision of section 506.2 shall apply. So, ibig sabihin, parehas lang ng formula for from the 506.2 doon sa compact section. Hindi niya lang present dito kasi mauulit lang. Okay? How about for compression flange local buckling? Okay, meron tayong dalawang category. Okay, for compression flange local buckling. Number one, yung non-compact flanges, okay, wherein ito yung formula. And yung isa is yung for slender flanges naman, okay? Ito yung mga formulas natin. Now, gusto ko lang ipapansin itong sa non-compact flanges, no? Kung mapapansin mo, parehas na parehas siya dun sa formula na natin, no? Dun sa ating case 2 ng lateral torsional buckling, okay, which is ito. Okay? Halos parehas ng formula. Okay? Ano lang yung nawala? Okay? So nawala lang yung gradient moment, okay? And yung mga ratio ng yung mga ratio ng limiting lengths ito ngayon naging no, yung slenderness ratio, mga lambda. Okay? So ganun lang pala, no? Madali lang din pala for local buckling. Parang ni-recycle lang natin yung mga formula, okay? Or ibang lang, nag-iba lang yung itsura niya. So for the slender flanges, ito yung mga formula. Hindi ko na to i-detail kasi hindi naman ako magbibigay nito, no? And kayo na bahala, no? Mag-memorize, no, kung sakaling lalabas to sa board exam, okay? Basta kung alam niyo yung dalawang cases, most likely kaya niyo nang interpret on your own. Okay? Kasi masyado ng spoon feeding 'yon kung at ituturo ko, okay? Okay, so basically, no, to summarize yung code pagdating sa non-compact flanges, ito daw yung formula mo, okay? For the nominal moment strength under, no, buckling, local buckling criteria. Okay? So ito yung mga definition niyan, no, na explain na natin yung mga kung how to generate the actual lambda and the limiting width to thickness ratio. Okay? So skip na natin 'yan, okay? Similar with local buckling na chart na meron tayong nominal strength, dito meron din, no, for local buckling criteria. So as you can see, yung kumbaga yung L sub P pinalitan lang ng lambda sub P, and yung L sub R pinalitan lang ng lambda sub R. Okay? So yung definition nito is the limiting width to thickness ratio for compact section, itong lambda sub P. Ito namang lambda sub R, the limiting width to thickness ratio for non-compact section naman. Okay? So ang interpretation, kapag compact yung flange mo, ma-achieve mo yung maximum possible moment, yung M sub P. Kapag non-compact flange ka naman, ito yung formula na pinakita natin kanina. And kapag slender ka, like so. Okay? Okay, so ito lang yung interpretation. Alam niyo na to, di ba? Yung mga ranges in terms para malaman kung compact or non-compact. Ito na to, no? Okay? Now, let's proceed dun sa gusto ko lang i-discuss yung AASC database, no? Specifically yung sa wide flange, okay? Kasi kung isipin mo, no, kung itatanong mo, ano ba yung basis ng nung AASC, kung paano nila define yung mga geometry ng natin, ng wide flange natin, no? Like yung thickness of web, thickness of flange, yung B sub F, and yung depth, no? So actually hindi yun random, no? Hindi yun random. Yung natin, database natin, which is ito, no? Ito mga to, yung mga dimensions dito is hindi random, no? It was actually um, made in such a way na as much as possible, lahat ng section mo is compact. Okay? As much as possible, iniwasan yung non-compact section. Okay? So, actually, may advantage yun sa atin kasi mas kukonti yung formulas na gagamitin natin. Okay? Kumbaga, magpo-focus lang tayo sa non-compact section. Okay? Now, as I mentioned, no, as much as possible, yung sa AIS database, ang na-achieve niya is yung webs mo daw are usually compact and yung mga flanges mo, most of them are actually compact. Okay? Para ma-achieve mo yung ano, yung maximum, yung plastic moment, no? Okay? And to prevent nga yung local backlink. Okay? Now, para mas maintindihan nyo, okay, pwede nating i-check mabilisan, no, yung dito sa just 2% lang, no, yung sa ating database. Sinabi ko nakaraan, ito yung actual lambda for flanges. Ito yung actual lambda for web. Okay? Now, halimbawa, no, gusto mo lang i-calculate yung mga formula mo for lambda sub p and lambda sub r. Okay? Ito yung lambda sub p for flanges, lambda sub p for web. Okay? Lambda sub r for flanges and lambda sub p, lambda sub r for web. So assuming na meron kang dalawang klase ng bakal, A36 and A50, ito yung corresponding f sub y. Ang ginawa ko dito, green up ko na, no, yung ano, yung formula na to and yung mga values niya, ayun na yun. Okay? As you could see. Tapos meron na tayong interpretation dito kung compact siya or non-compact. Now, by conclusion, if you would refer dito sa dalawang column na to, okay, for planche, okay, A36 and M3 for A50, lumalabas na kapag drinag mo yan, okay, lahat ng section. For planche muna tayo, no? Ayun, merong kukonti na you could see yung mga red. Okay? You could see yung mga naka-red na yan yung ano, non-compact. No? So, dito sa baba, medyo dumadami na. Okay? Now, I would like you to observe yung web, no? Similar formula, pinag-in ko lang. Yan yung power ng Excel, no? Okay? So you can see na wala talagang ano red dito kay web. Okay? Ibig sabihin compact lahat. Okay? Now, ito yung summary, no? Okay? Ito na yung parang pinaka-guide nyo kung gusto nyo iwasan yung mga non-compact section sa design nyo. Okay? So, A36, isa lang. Okay? Yung 615, 6 by 15. Okay? Sa A50, medyo madami for planche. Okay? Itong mga list na to. Sa web, obviously, yung mga yan, compact yan, as we have mentioned. Okay? Kasi, di ba yung web, parang ano to eh, parang ang representation niya is, ano, is steepened element to, di ba? Parang pix supported na elements. Itong planche, para siyang cantilever. No? So, kaya natawag nating unsteepened no, element. Okay? Kaya may cases talaga na possible maging non-compact siya or possibly ano, slender, no? Anyways, sige, no, okay na tayo doon, no? Na-discuss ko na sa inyo yung sa non-compact section. Gusto ko lang din tong i-add, no? Itong mga example ng beam lateral bracing. Okay? Last time kasi ang na-discuss ko sa inyo yung term na fully laterally supported. And ang sabi natin kapag ganun yung sinabi sa problem, automatic ano ka, case 1 ka, di ba? Without no question asked. Case 1 ka. So may mga cases kasi na iba't iba yung way that we would introduce lateral brace. Ito yung mga scenario na yon. So we have 4 scenarios. Okay? So gusto ko maintindihan nyo, ano ba yung epekto, no, sa system mo kapag naglagay ka ng mga gantong bracing. So yung example number 1, meron kang girder like so, tapos nag-introduce ka ng ano, ng sabihin nating beam or secondary beam, no. So this beam would act as obviously, no, as a lateral brace dun sa pinaka girder mo. It would prevent lateral displacement, no, nung compression flange. So yung isang scenario, okay, yung girder mo naman, um, meron kang concrete slab, no? Meron kang mga shear studs like so. So ito yung mga ginagamit natin. Wini-weld to dun sa top flange, tapos bubuhusan ng concrete para maging monolithic, no? And kakapit yung ano, yung concrete slab mo dun sa ano, sa girder, steel girder mo, and they would act as one. Okay? So sa case daw na to, 'di ba nabanggit ko sa inyo, yung ano mo dito, ang epekto nito parang fully laterally supported yung compression flange mo. Okay? Dalawa kasi yung flange natin, no? Yung top flange and bottom flange. Possibly yung isa doon compression, possibly yung isa doon intention. Okay? Sabi natin kapag may concrete slab ka, no? Ang effect noon is tumutulong siya doon sa compression slab, no? Parang lumalabas doon na L sub B mo is equal to 0. Kumbaga lahat, ang ibig sabihin nun, all throughout the length nung span mo, meron kang bracing, no? Parang ganun lang. So ibig sabihin, wala kang lateral torsional buckling kasi ano nga eh, fully laterally supported ka eh, no? Ang gusto ko lang linawin sa scenario na to, yung concrete slab, wala siyang effect pagdating sa tension flange. Okay? Wala siyang epekto pagdating sa tension flange. So ibig sabihin, or yung bottom flange. Okay? So ibig sabihin kung meron kang moment reversal, okay? possibly ano, no, maging critical yan. Okay? Ito naman yung scenario na usually nakita sa mga bridges. Okay? You have girders like so, tapos naglagay ka ng ano, diagonal members. Okay? Ang tawag dyan is lateral bracing then or cross beam or diaphragm. No? So iba't iba yung terminology. Now, as we have mentioned sa cases na to, meron tayong concrete slab again. Okay? Tapos possibly meron kang tension planche or compression planche. Either way, naglagay siya dito ng ano ng lateral diagonal members like so. So sa case na to, nakakatulong to against lateral torsional buckling. Okay? Now, yung last scenario, meron ka daw cross frame. Okay? Tapos, pero wala ka namang ano, concrete slab. Okay? So dito naman, sa scenario na to, although wala kang concrete slab, pero meron ka namang lateral bracing or cross frame, nakakatulong pa din siya against lateral torsional buckling. So you need to consider yung effect nito. No? So obviously, kung gaano kasinsen yung spacing ng ano mo, ng bracing mo, that would dictate kung mayroon kang LTB or wala. Okay? Okay? Sige, now para mas ma-visualize nyo pa, no, yung paggamit nung mga bracing ngayon, meron akong present na somehow prop cantilever here, no? So meron tayong simple support tapos fix, no? Tas assuming na we have W load, okay? Expected mo na magkakaroon ka ng reaction diyan, shear dito sa support and at fixed end and moment, okay? To resist yung reaction dito. Now expected din natin na yung moment diagram natin somehow ganito yung itsura, no? For uh, prop cantilever beam. Okay? Ganito yung itsura. And ma-achieve mo dito yung maximum positive moment, no? Somewhere along this ano, the length of the beam. And dito naman yung negative moment. Okay? So, kung mapapansin mo, kung ito-draw mo yung deflected shape ng ano mo, ng girder mo, no? Ang alam natin diyan sa deflected shape ng ano natin, beam natin, ano to, parang similar to the elastic curve, no? Or opposite siya ng moment diagram. Okay? Ganito yung expected mo na ano, na deflected shape nung pinaka-beam mo. Okay? And you could see na pag nag-focus ka dito sa location na kung saan may maximum positive moment, yung bottom fiber would be in tension, no? Tapos yung top fiber would be in compression. Okay? Okay, yan yung scenario on maximum positive moment. Punta tayo dito sa negative moment. Sa negative moment naman, dun sa fix and support, yung top fiber mo, baliktad na. Okay? So tension dito, andito na ngayon yung tension mo, no? Yung nasa top fiber na. And yung bottom fiber mo would be in compression. Okay? So ibig sabihin pala, no? Again, kung titingnan natin yung section ng ating girder sa maximum positive moment dito. Okay, dito. So ito yung makikita natin. No? And assuming na meron tayong system na meron tayong concrete slab doon sa girder natin. Okay? Since in compression yung top fiber, okay? Tatawagin natin compression flange yung top flange. Okay? And since in tension yung bottom fiber natin dito at maximum positive moment, tatawagin natin siyang tension flange. Okay? So dito sa scenario na to, yung ano natin, yung concrete slab natin, nakakatulong siya sa LTB. Kasi nga, na-enclose na yung ano no? Na-support niya yung ating compression flange. Iba yung usapan pagdating dito sa support. Okay? Pag nag-cut ka ng section diyan and assuming na we have the same system, okay? We have the same system. Ang sabi natin pagdating sa support, in tension yung top flange mo. Okay? So ibig sabihin ito yung tension flange. Okay? While yung bottom flange mo, pagdating sa support, in compression. So ibig sabihin ito yung compression flange. Now, yung existence ng concrete slab pagdating sa support, hindi makakatulong sa compression flange. Okay? So ibig sabihin walang effect yung ano concrete slab mo. And you need to possibly maging critical yung against lateral torsional buckling kung wala kang i-introduce na na diagonal bracing dito. Okay? So basically yun lang yung gusto kong additional discussion para alam niyo yung interpretation ng different types of lateral bracing for beams. Okay? Sige, example problem tayo. Example problem number 3 tayo, okay? Simply supported W16 by 15, no? Na girder spanning 3 meters, unsupported length, okay? Brace at the ends and at midspan daw, okay? Use A50 steel. So ito yung mga properties ng ating single W 6 by 15. Ito yung mga hinahanap, determine if the section is compact, non-compact, or slender. Ano yung design flexural strength based on lateral torsional buckling limit state, no? And ano daw yung design flexural strength based on local buckling, no, na limit state. So let's solve, no, itong problem na to. Okay? So yung first item is to simply to classify yung ating section, okay? Para malaman natin kung saang provision tayo ng code magpo-call, okay? So okay, so ano lang no, classify. Okay? So in terms of classification, again, we always start on Planch. Okay? So let's check if compact ba yung Planch natin. Okay? Well, obviously, since we're under the non-compact topic, it was made non-compact. Okay? Okay, so yung formula natin dito, okay, for actual lambda, no, is simply b sub f over thickness of flange. Okay, so this would be based on the proper section properties 152.1 and 6.6. Okay. Okay, so meron tayong actual lambda. Okay, so ilan to?
11.55272.
Okay, by the way, we would paki-remind na lang, I would change yung sinabi ko nakaraan na 2 decimal places lang yung gagamitin natin sa mga lambda. From now on, we would use 5 decimal places kasi diniscuss natin yung non-compact and gagamitin natin sa formula. No? So from now on, we would use 5 decimal places. Okay? So ano yung sagot natin on actual lambda? Ilan to? 11?
Sir, 11.52273.
Okay, sige. Okay? And then we would compare this one with the limiting width to thickness ratio for compact section, yung lambda sub p, which is 0.38. Okay? The square root of e over fy. Okay? So dito hindi ko na siguro bibigay, no? Pero take note na lang sa fy, no? Ang pinapagamit sa atin dito sa problem is A50. Okay? A50. So pakibigay na lang sa akin yung value nitong lambda sub p natin. So ilan to?
9.14932.
Okay? So comparing the two parameters, so we would have lambda is greater than lambda sub p. Okay? So ibig sabihin, no, kung ganito yung scenario, meron tayong no, ang interpretation natin diyan with local backlink. Okay? Now, with local backlink siya, para malaman mo kung compact or non-compact yung flange mo, i-check mo yung isa pang lambda, no? Which is the lambda for non-compact section, which is lambda sub r. Okay? So yung lambda sub r, no, binigay natin yung formula diyan, that is simply 1.0 square root of e, okay, over fy, as simple as this one. Okay? So pakibigay na lang din yung value. So ilan to?
24.07717 po.
24.0
7717.
17. Okay? Now, let's check yung mga range natin, no? Okay? So, we could arrange from lower value, okay, itong lambda sub p. Okay? Lambda sub p is less than, okay? Yung next value is 11, okay? Lambda. Okay? Tapos, yung next value natin is less than lambda sub r, 24. Okay? So, yung interpretation natin, pag nandito tayo sa range na to, it only means na, yung flange natin is non-compact. Okay? Okay? Non-compact. And ibig sabihin nun, no? Okay na tayo, no? Okay na tayo kay Planche. Okay? So we could move na dun sa next element, which is yung web. Okay? Well, yung web kasi na-discuss na natin 'to, di ba? Sabi natin lahat ng web sa sa W section family is compact lahat, no? Pero for the sake of demonstration again, let's check, no, or demonstrate yung yung mga formula. So this would be h over thickness of web. Okay? And yung H natin dyan, ang definition yan is yung depth minus twice ng K design. Okay? So, okay, thickness of web again. Okay. So, plug in natin yung mga values. So, we would have yung depth natin, 152.1. K design is 13. Yung thickness of web, 5.8. Okay? So, yung depth natin is 152.1 minus twice K design, which is 13. No? 13. Over thickness of web na 5.8. Okay? So, meron tayong value. So, ilan to?
21.75862.
21.7.
5862.
Can you please double check? Magkaiba kayo ng binibigay ng kabilang section.
Sir,
Sa akin
20,
po,
ay,
21.7413.
4138.
Yes po.
Okay, sige. And we need to compare this one with lambda sub p. And mabilis na lang yun, no? That is simply 3.76 square root of e over fy. Okay, so pakibigay nyo lang din sa akin yung value. Ilan to?
Nine.
9.5301.
Sorry? 90?
53016.
90.53016 po.
Okay? Okay, so alam na natin to, no? This is lambda is less than lambda sub p. So ibig sabihin, yung web mo is compact. Okay? Compact. Now, in terms of classification talaga ng section, we have mentioned na ang basis niyan yung worst classification, and sa case na to non-compact tayo tapos compact. So ibig sabihin ang conclusion natin, non-compact yung section natin, no? So therefore, no? Okay? Therefore, section is non-compact. Okay? Our section is non-compact. Okay? And then in effect, no? NECP 506.3, okay, na provision is now applicable. Okay? Is now applicable. So meron tayong local backlink. Okay? Meron tayong local backlink. Okay, sige. Okay na tayo, no? Okay na tayo sa item A. Let's proceed dun sa next. Ano daw yung design flexural strength based on lateral torsional backlink, okay? So meron tayong simply supported na beam, okay? Ang total span length mo is 3 meters. Okay? And then ang bracing mo is nasa support and nasa gitna. So ibig sabihin, no? Common sense 'yon, yung ating pinaka bracing is located dito, no? Sa gitna. So that would give you LB, no? LB equals to 3 meters, 1.5, no? 1.5 meters. Okay? Sige, so proceed tayo sa item B. Okay? For item B, calculate daw natin yung design flexural strength considering lateral torsional backlink na limit state. Okay? Now, ano yung first step natin kay LTV? Lagi i-compare mo yung mga limiting lengths mo, yung mga legs mo. Okay? And number one na kailangan natin is yung unbraced length. Okay? Yan yung basis natin kung magkakaroon tayo ng LTB. Okay? So this is 1,500 millimeter or 1.5 meters. Okay? Kung compare natin to with the limiting length L sub P, which is, as we all know, yung formula niyan is 1.76. R sub Y is square root of E over Fy. Okay? So plugging in yung mga values, kunin lang natin yung R sub Y sa taas. Okay? So yung R sub Y kasi natin is equal to 36.83. Okay? 36.83. So you would have 1.76 times 36. Okay? 0.83. Okay? Tapos paki-plug in na lang to. Again, hindi ko na isusulat. Itong square root of E over Fy. Okay? So meron tayong value ng L sub P, which is, ilan tong L sub P?
1,560.70146.
0.701.
70146.
Okay? Millimeter. Okay? So ang conclusion natin, yung LB natin 1,500 is less than L sub P. Okay? So ibig sabihin case 1. Okay? Case 1 tayo. Okay tayo, no? Kasi kumbaga ito yung pinaka-boundary, itong L sub P. Kapag lumampas ka diyan, meron ka ng lateral torsional buckling. Okay? So ibig sabihin case 1 tayo. We would achieve the maximum possible moment, yung plastic moment. Okay? Case 1 tayo. Okay? Now, case 1. So ibig sabihin the nominal moment natin, alam niyo na rin to, di ba? Is also equal to the plastic moment is also equal to Z sub X F sub Y. Okay? So we could say na the nominal moment is simply the value of your plastic section modulus Z sub X at X axis. Ito 'yon, 176.98 times 10 to the third. Okay? So we would have 176 0.98 times 10 to the third, okay, times F sub Y, which is A50 na steel, okay, divide 1 million, okay, for the conversion. So meron tayong nominal moment, okay, so ilan to?
61.058.
Okay, sige, 61.058 1, okay, kilonewton meter. Okay? Now, design, flexural strength. So, ibig sabihin LRFD, no? Ang counterpart nun, M sub U. Okay? So, that is also P sub B times M sub N. Okay? Now, plugging in yung mga values, okay? That would be 0.9, no? For bending, yan yung ating strength reduction factor times yung nakuha nating nominal moment. Okay? So, we would have M sub U, yung design flexural strength natin, okay, equals to, ilan to?
54.95.
Sige, so 54.95, no? Kilonewton meter. So 2 decimal na lang kasi final answer na. Okay? Okay. Next item, item C. Design flexural strength against local buckling na limit state. Okay? So since naging non-compact yung section natin, specifically yung flange, obviously affected ka na ng lateral torsional buckling. Okay? And just to be clear, no, iba yung limit state ng lateral torsional buckling and local buckling. Walang kinalaman yung isa doon, no? Walang kinalaman yung isa doon. So you don't need to be confused. Okay? So dito, okay, we would check yung ating local buckling. Okay? To be specific, no, pagdating dito, ang lang naman is yung flange. Kaya tawagin na lang natin FLB. Okay? Yung flange lang naman yung maglo-local buckling. Okay? Okay? Flange local buckling. So nangyari to kasi nga yung flange natin is non-compact. Okay? And yung formula as we have presented kanina, parang sabi natin, well, parang lang yan, case 2 lang yan ng lateral torsional buckling, the formula would be M sub P minus M sub P minus 0.7 um, F sub Y, okay, S sub X, times yung ratio ng mga lambda. Okay? Kung dun sa kabila, mga lengths, dito mga lambda na yung gagamitin natin. Okay? That would be lambda minus lambda sub P, okay? Minus lambda sub R, over lambda sub R minus lambda sub P. Okay? Okay? So ito yung pinaka-formula natin. Okay? Now, yung kasing plastic moment, na-calculate na natin kanina no? Ito rin yung plastic moment natin eh. Okay? So what I want you to do is to calculate again yung plastic moment natin. Okay? Paki-calculate na lang ulit. Tapos paki-save nyo na lang in one of your store button, no? So si plastic moment, paki-save nyo na lang siguro kay 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 A, sorry. Paki-save nyo kay A. Okay? Paki-save nyo kay A. Tapos yung ginagawa kasi natin dito, 'di ba? Kung ito i-save natin kay A, ito rin i-save natin kay A. Okay? Plastic moment to eh. Okay? Ang ginagawa natin dito, itong sa na to, sa term na to, okay, i-divide natin to by 1 million. Okay, for the conversion. Okay? Tapos ito, input na lang to kasi Okay? Sige, so ang gagawin natin ngayon, okay, i-calculate nyo to. Okay? Ito i-save nyo kay B. Okay? Ito naman paki-save na lang kay button C, okay? Para mabilis yung calculation natin. Okay? Okay, sige, kunin lang muna natin to saglit. Okay? So yung 0.7, pakita natin dito. F sub Y, 345. Okay? Times yung S sub X natin of this given section. That is as per given S sub X, 159.28 times 10 to the third. Okay? Okay? So, kalimutan ko na agad. Okay? 159.28.
0.69.
Okay? 159.28. Okay? Times 10 to the third. Okay? And then, sabi natin, i-divide mo to by 1 million. Okay? Okay? Pakistore lang to kay B. Okay? And lastly, itong ratio ng lambda, mga lambdas natin, okay? Kunin na lang natin sa taas kasi nakalculate naman natin, no? Punta tayo sa planche. Now sa planche, okay? May mga values tayo dito. Halimbawa, ito yung lambda. Okay? Yung lambda sub P. Okay? Ito yung value ng lambda sub P. Okay? And sama na natin yung si lambda sub R. Okay? Lambda sub R. Okay? Okay. So ito yung ratio na to. Okay? Lambda minus lambda sub P. Okay? Over, okay, yung lambda sub R, which is ito. Okay? Minus lambda sub P again. Okay? So, ito ulit yun. Okay? Okay? Ano man yung value niyan, as discussed, paki-store kay kay button C. Okay? Sige. So, assuming na naka-store na, paki-type na lang dun sa nyo, sa calculator nyo. Okay? Itong equation na to. So, M sub N, okay, is equal to, okay, yung button A, okay, stored button A, okay, minus A minus B, okay, times C. Okay? Sige. Na lang to, paki-plug in na lang tong mga values na to. Okay? Okay? So ilan to? Ilan yung nominal moment natin? Ipakita lang natin yung values. Ilan to?
57.47 kilonewton per meter.
57 point
47.
5 decimal places.
46615.
Okay? Okay, and then convert into design, no? M sub U, design flexural strength. Okay, so that would be P sub B times M sub N. Okay, that would be 0.9, no? Okay. Okay, so ilan tong M sub U natin?
51.72.
51.72. Okay, 51.72. Okay, kilonewton meter. Okay. Now, ito na yung final answer natin for local buckling, no? Okay. So, by observation, okay, kung i-compare natin yung dalawang limit state ng non-compact section, parang nag-govern dito si no? Si local buckling kasi mas mababa siya, 51.72, 54.95 yung LTB. Okay? So, parang pinaka talaga natin, overall conclusion natin is itong si local buckling yung nag-govern. Okay? Okay? Any question or clarification for problem number 3, which is an application of non-compact section?
Sir, yung mga iba pong uri po ng backling, meron din po bang chances na mas malaki po or mas maliit po sila na nag-govern po yung iba?
Yung isang mode backling is yung web local backling, di ba? Itong kinalculate natin, FLB or flange local backling. Actually, yung web local backling pagdating sa wide flange, as we have mentioned, hindi applicable kasi compact nga lahat ng web ng flange. Siguro kung interested ka sa web local backling or WLB, try mo i-check yung ibang section like yung mga single angle, mga channel. Possibly meron doon na critical yung web and most likely yung flange din. Okay? Depende kasi sa kung paano ginawa nila, depende sa section kung prone ka kay local backling. Okay? Pero as we have mentioned on our discussion, magpo-focus lang naman tayo kay wide flange, okay? Which is usually ginagamit in practice sa mga buildings. Doon lang yun lang yung shape na discuss natin, okay? So, on your own, paki-check na lang sa code, okay? Kung gusto niyo matuto ng ibang section, okay?
Okay pa.
Okay, sige. Any question pa? Baka may malabo dito sa calculations natin. Okay, sige, I think wala na, no?